What kind of background were they from?
You know, my dad is an American blue blood. He's a
Real deal?
Yeah, my great grandmother is Sarah Lawrence College.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So you're like a real prepster.
William Van Duzer Lawrence the Fourth.
No shit.
Yes.
So you come from that whole thing.
Yeah, and my mom is...
I don't want to be an asshole, but you kind of look the part.
It's not bad. Right? I look from everybody you ever met from Connecticut.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm that
you
guy.
wore the Docksiders and
yeah, you can? Sure.
You know, Ralph Lauren shirts
Yeah,
all the time.
I wore socks today just so you wouldn't mock me, man.
Probably kicked some ass in your day just because people had...
just a douche.
Yeah, just because they had less money than you or came from the other side of the tracks.
But no, you know, the truth is that my mom is... total white trash. First person in her family to ever go to college.
So was there some concern amongst the blue bloods that your dad was polluting the gene pool?
It was a solid mix. It was my mom got a full scholarship to Rollins College in Winter Park, Florida. You know, and because she was really smart.
She was a Florida person?
Yeah, my mom's whole family are largemouth bass fishing guides on the St. Johns River in Florida.
How'd your dad hook up
with
with her?
Big bass.
Yeah,
you know. And, my dad went to Rollins because it's where spoiled little fuck ups go. You know.
Oh, so he fucked up and the family
went to Rollins,
right?
And my mom went there because she got a free ride to college, and that was the way she could go to school.
I love it when aristocratically blooded people, you know, dip into the working people.
Yeah, you mix old blood and see what happens.
What does it mean exactly, though? Like, I've always wondered that, to be a blue blood. Does that mean there's some sort of secret well of money that goes on for generations? I
think it depends on how your family works. You know, my dad and his brother are the first guys. Here's what it means. They're the first guys in their family to work for a living in many, many generations.
So what's the Van? Were you part of the Dutch?
Yeah, Van Duzer, middle.
So
it's like years and years ago, William Lawrence married somebody Van Duzer.
Like the New York Dutches?
New York Dutches.
Really?
He was a real estate magnate. The original William Lawrence was, I've read a bunch about it. He was he wasn't a good guy, and he was a real estate baron and kind of a heartless businessman.
Lawrence was.
Yeah, and he met this woman named Sarah Bates, who was, you know, he got changed by a lady. It's a romantic story because she was a poet and an artist, and she believed that...
what generation are we talking about, 1700s?
18.
Okay.
Yeah, and she believed that women didn't have a fair shake in the arts, and he didn't give a shit until he wanted to get laid, obviously, but he married her.
So there's a bit of a history of this in your
and
family.
And when she died, he had their estate turned into a Sarah Lawrence College, an all-girls college for the arts. As kind of a gift to her memory.
Right. So the Van Duzer side, though, was that like part of that whole like kind of original pre-American Revolution Dutch landowning?
Yeah.
So there was arranged marriages and
I'm sure there was, man. I don't go back that far. You know what I mean? Because I barely.
Do you want to follow the money?
The trail. Eventually there'll be a money trail. But so my dad and his brother, their whole thing with family dough is if you're going to have a life worth living at all, you can never touch any family money. You know what I mean? That's
if you're that guy, if you're just a trust fund guy,
because they grew up with those guys.
All you end up doing is ending up with a needle in your arm saying you hung out with Andy Warhol.
Yeah, all my dad's friends that lived that life, none of them lived a good life after childhood.
Really? Because they're complete retards.
Yeah, there's no reason to do anything. There's no reason to have ambition. They just drift.
Yeah, I had that with no money.
That's nice. You pulled it off.
Early on, I think I had a very subverted ambition.